Are you interested in knowing what the best things to do before matches are? Well, then keep watching this video because I'm going to go over 3 great things that you can do to help you prepare for a match. So guys, preparation can sometimes be everything. Like Benjamin Franklin says, I have it written down here, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 things you can do before matches, either the day before or hours before, that you can do in order to make sure you're fully prepared for the match. Alright guys, so number 1, you've definitely heard of. You've probably had coaches tell it to you, friends, you've probably seen some information on it, but I'm just going to reiterate it here. And that is to make sure you are eating properly leading up to the game. Now, you should probably be eating properly most of the time, but it is extremely important to make sure you are fueling your body in the proper ways before a match, because if you eat junk food, if you eat crap, your body is going to reflect that. You're going to feel lethargic, you're not going to have the energy you need, and you're not going to play well. So it's very important, especially 48 to 24 hours before a match, to make sure you're eating the right thing and to make sure you're eating the right things hours before a match as well. I'm going to leave a link down in the description which goes over what you should be eating before matches, in preparation for matches. So make sure you read that if you're not sure what you should be eating before matches. I have a lot of people ask me this question: what should I be eating? How should my nutrition be? What should I be eating before matches? So here's the answer to that. Just read the article because it will go in much more depth than I will be able to go into right now. Alright, and number 2 is one maybe you haven't heard of, and this is one that I don't see that many players do. They might a little bit, but they don't do it consciously and knowingly, and that is get touches on the ball before your match. A lot of players will just do warm-ups and stretches, they'll jog around for a bit, get their body moving, but one of the things they'll fail to do is get a few touches on the ball before the match. Now, you should be doing those other warm-ups. Most teams will do a team warm-up before a match, and you should do that. Definitely be stretching, definitely be warming up your body in that manner. But also be getting touches on the ball. You don't want your first touch of the day to be in the match. You don't want your first touch to be a ball coming to you that you have to control, because you haven't had a touch on the ball at all during the day, which is going to play a little bit on your confidence. But if in the warm-up, like 30 minutes before the match, you were dribbling around a little bit, you were juggling for a bit, you were passing with a teammate, you're going to be much more confident. You got a feel for the ball already 30 minutes before the match. Now, I'm not saying tire yourself out, don't do drills. I'm just saying casually dribble around a little, maybe practice a few skill moves that you might want to use in the match. Pass around with a teammate. That's what I would do a lot of the time, just passing it around, or I would dribble it around, or I would just juggle the ball. Just get a feel for the ball before your match, as close to your match as you can, so that when it comes game time, when the match actually kicks off and the ball comes to you, you've already gotten a feel for the ball. I can't emphasize this one enough, because this one's often overlooked as not that important because players are concentrated too much on just warming up their bodies. But warm up your bodies while getting touches on the ball. That's extremely important. Get used to it beforehand. That's a great way to prepare moments before the match has even started. Alright, and number 3, and probably the best, and not the best as in sense of doing this consistently, but the most effective technique I think to use for preparing for matches is visualization. Now, I've gone over this a few times, so I don't know if some of you are skeptical about this or not, but this is something you should at least try. Now, I have made a video, which will come across right now, up there somewhere, that goes how to gain confidence before matches, how to use visualization, essentially, to make sure you play well in a match. So it'll go into much more detail there, but basically the idea is to visualize yourself playing very well in whatever match is coming up. I used to do this on the bus on the way to matches is a good idea. So a few hours before the match. You can do it the night before, which will probably have some effect, but I recommend doing this a couple of hours before the match so it's fresh in your mind, so that you're coming off of that visualization going into the match. And the idea is to visualize yourself playing really, really well, to visualize yourself beating a player one-on-one, to visualize yourself tackling a player perfectly, to make that perfect pass, that perfect shot, to get that confidence and to kind of get your mind used to doing those kind of things. So in your mind being like, oh, this is normal. But I'm not going to go too much into it right now because I have made a whole other video on this topic which will go into depth. And in that video, I'll also share how to do this and what to do in order to make it a positive experience, in order to make it actually have some kind of effect on your preparation. So if you want more information on that, again, like that bar came across, you can rewind the video. But if you've already passed it, I'll put the link in the description as well. I highly recommend using this one. This is one that most players probably don't do, but that doesn't mean it won't work. Beat a player that uses it and uses it to their advantage, okay? So that'll be in the description. I keep saying description. Oh, it is in the description. I meant to, okay. I got all jumbled up there, but it will be in the description if you want to have access to that video. All right, guys, so those are 3 things I definitely recommend you do to prepare for your matches. In the comments below, let me know, what is your pre-game ritual that you have? We all have one. Do you put your shin guards on a certain way, tie your laces, do a certain thing before matches? Let me know in the comments below. And again, make sure you look at the links I've supplied down below, especially that visualization one. I also have the one based on what you should eat, because these can really help you in your preparation before games. All right, guys, if this is your first time to Simply Soccer, or if you are not yet subscribed, I would love if you hit that subscribe button. We release 3 to 4 videos every single week that are designed to help you improve as a soccer player, and I would love to see you join our community here. All right, guys, be sure to like this video and to share it on social media. Share it with your teammates. Share it with your friends. Let's get this video out there along with the other ones, and I will see you on the next one.